Let's go now to our next guest is Zaza Nicart, the country managing director for Cisco. She is one of the nation's most prominent technology leaders, and her company is certainly one of the world's leading and largest information technology organizations. She has a big focus on helping entrepreneurs and SME companies because she knows that this is where the nation, any company, any country that is going to be successful, it is because their entrepreneurs are successful. So it's interesting, all of the programs and activities they have for entrepreneurs. So let's welcome Zaza to talk about this. Please welcome Zaza Nicart of Cisco. Glad to see her.
Thank you, Richard, for the introduction, and a good morning to everyone here. The future is uncertain, and the world we live in has changed forever. If the pandemic taught us one thing, it is that for companies to thrive, business leaders must be able to navigate the digital-first future. And here at Cisco, we continuously strive to power an inclusive future for all. Therefore, we continue to collaborate with small and medium-sized enterprises as we aim for a Philippines where no company, no matter how big or small, is left behind. The SME sector has been among the hardest hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. However, the situation has also brought about a rapid shift in the mindset of SMEs to be more receptive to the idea of integrating technology in various aspects of their business and accelerate their digital transformation journey, not just as a means of survival, but also for driving future growth. During the pandemic, Cisco conducted the 2020 Asia Pacific SMB Digital Maturity Study, wherein we assess challenges and opportunities for SMEs across the region. Mainly, results show that digitalization of small and medium businesses in the Philippines could add between $26 to $28 billion to the country's GDP by 2024 and contribute to economic recovery post-COVID-19. Through rigorous analysis of SME experiences, we were able to map out 4 stages of digital maturity: digital indifferent, digital observer, digital challenger, and digital native. And with Singapore bordering towards the digital challenger stage, the study shows that SMEs in the Philippines are moving closer to the digital observer stage, wherein SMEs are prioritizing improved customer experience and service delivery as the main drivers for digitalization. The results of the study also show that AI or analytics is the top priority investment for technology of SMBs in the Philippines, followed by cloud technologies and purchasing of IT infrastructure software. However, SMBs are also facing challenges in adopting digitalization strategies. According to respondents, lack of budget or commitment from management is the biggest hurdle they face, followed by shortage of skills. Many also experience cultural resistance to change, as digitization requires a substantial shift from long-term practices. For small businesses to successfully thrive post-pandemic, there is an immense opportunity to prioritize investment in big data analytics and cloud technology. It is also dire for SMEs to fully upgrade their IT infrastructure. Furthermore, with cyber attacks at an all-time high, we should also be on digital defense 24/7. In another study that we conducted late last year, we found that 73% of small to medium businesses have been hit by cyber threats, and that there is an urgent need for SMEs to step up and stop the cyber attacks within a short period of time to prevent bigger losses. And at Cisco, we are ahead in making solutions for this needs to become a reality, especially for our SME partners. Despite difficult times, the country's SMEs have shown great resilience and leveraged technology to continue to operate and serve the market during this period. And as of this year, we are proud to announce that we currently have 660 SME partners in the Philippines. These relationships are fueled by our operations in the 7 strategic areas seen on this slide. For SMEs, we put great importance in the following dimensions. First, technology and business innovation through Cisco Design Portfolio made for small businesses where we directly address the digital threat vectors for secure workplaces. There's also financing for small business where we offer flexible financing schemes to help SMEs build their IT infrastructure and digitize their processes. This also gives SMEs access to world-class technology that used to only be accessible to large enterprises. We also have disaster mitigation tools and a blended learning software available for SMEs in the form of Conectado Serve and Meraki Education Advantage. These and many more are made possible by our country digital acceleration program, which is Ugnayan 2030. For new routes to market, we help traditional businesses digitize their services and adopt to the cloud through our managed services. And we've made our hardware more accessible to SMEs nationwide through our Lazada stores. Meanwhile, one of our proudest initiatives for social innovation is Cisco's Networking Academy, a training and certification program in partnership with DICT and TESDA. 98% of our students are easily able to get either a job or a new educational opportunity after having been certified by the program. All these products and services are customizable depending on the needs of a specific SME. On a wider basis, we work closely with governments through our national engagement strategy and build collaborations across the entire ecosystem to ensure that the benefit of digital technology reaches each and every Filipino. Above all, we remain committed to establishing trust and transparency with all our customers and stakeholders in the market. And for SMEs to fully leverage new technologies, all stakeholders need to play a role. The government is already taking the lead by introducing measures to help Philippine SMEs on their digital journey. At Cisco, we are proud to be playing our part. On the technology front, we will continue to service businesses of all sizes in our efforts to create a digitally inclusive Philippines. Thank you.
Now, Zaza, I'm always a bit disappointed that automation is so often reported as a big boogeyman. To me, it should be a great enabler for entrepreneurs since it relieves them of spending so much time on non-productive admin work and more time on building their businesses. Is this realistic, do you think, or am I a bit off the base? What do you think?
It is great that you brought up this challenge, Richard. A common misconception is that automation is only valuable for large corporations and are not feasible for small businesses or startups. However, with the gradual advancement and cost effectiveness of Cisco technology, digital transformation and automation processes have become an industry reality for businesses of all sizes. SMEs operate in very challenging environments, and often when working with capital that is very limited, that's where we come in. We've had a lot of experience collaborating with businesses that have a lean IT team, or even SME owners who are running complex IT networks themselves. And since manpower continues to be a recurring issue for small businesses, we've found that there are a lot of ways AI can support them. We've helped SMEs by automated provisioning, operations and maintenance through our Cisco Meraki and Cisco services. To name a few, AI can improve customer servicing by offering a more personalized customer experience, be it in the form of virtual personal assistants and chatbots on the customer-facing side, improving productivity and efficiency, or improving sales efforts at the back end. As AI technology becomes more accessible and more affordable, industry leaders in the SME space should ride this trend and evaluate the multiple components of AI to see which fits best into their business model.
Okay, that's interesting, Zaza. Now, can you give us an example or two of entrepreneurs that you've helped and the process it took based on the 7 points of your Cisco, presentation? What can you tell us?
We work with a lot of SMEs, and they see acquiring Cisco technology as a competitive advantage. There's one particular SME we worked with that really stood out. It's a preschool that had to transition very quickly to online learning, just like every company during the pandemic. They were particularly focused on security as they are dealing with small children and their privacy is extremely important. The lockdowns were swift, so they only had 1 month to transition from face-to-face classes to online. We helped the school successfully launch their online curriculum in less than a month, and they delivered their classes mainly through Cisco WebEx, which is our main collaboration platform. This doesn't just mean video conferencing. It also meant interactive games and activities, even a year-end program for the students, all done through the platform. They needed something completely secure but easy to use at the same time, since the children's parents also have to learn how to use the platform. The preschool was able to continue their business as well as their very distinct teaching methods through WebEx.
Thank you very much, Zaza Nicart of Cisco. And yes, another big company, big promoters and supporters of SME companies. So glad to have Zaza.